Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on live stream music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming in again today, you're very, very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Dana Winner from Belgium and through his song One Moment in Time. We looked at those moments in time, so I trust you found that one encouraging. Well, we're going on to 1958 in Tottenham in the UK, and while the Beatles were doing their thing up the north, these guys were doing their things down the south. And Dave Clark, who was on drums, got together a few guys, including Rick Huxley and Mike Smith on lead vocals, and they formed the Dave Clark Five. Now, Dave Clark Five were well and truly part of the British invasion. In fact, these guys were the second UK act to appear on the Ed Sullivan Show. In fact, they were on the Ed Sullivan Show 18 times. So when we talk about the British invasion, we're talking about the US being invaded, and and the way that there's just something about the suits, the look like, everything else that's going on. These guys had a pretty incredible lineup as well. They had saxophones and keyboards and guitars and drums. Of course, Dave Clark was on drums, and because of that, they had a kind of a different sound. Keyboards and saxophone really is quite different for back in those days. To quote Tom Hanks from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, there was joy in these guys' sound. They absolutely rocked it out big time, and their harmonies are pretty amazing, and the beat was just powerful through the whole thing. And they had 17 consecutive top 40 hits between 1964 and 1967. And because of that, these guys deserved their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in 2008. They got their start with the song Glad All Over. What we've got a bit of an original compilation kind of clip from 1963 below. This one actually ousted the Beatles' I Want to Hold Your Hand #1 spot. Now, Glad All Over is probably where I want to go today. Obviously, he's glad all over because a girl has come into his life. Now, you know how the feeling you get when you walk down the street and you've got that inward smile thing going on? That kind of feeling, glad all over. In fact, the glad is so inbuilt and so deep and so in there, you can't help but smile. When you walk down the street, you smile at people, they smile back at you. There's something really good about smiling at people. They think, oh, that was a nice smile, and they smile back. Glad all over, it's like every conceivable part of me is glad. And this is what makes new relationships so cool. Why we want to have these opportunities of feeling glad all over, particularly at the start, and knowing that, hey, I'm just feeling really good right now. We don't think we're capable of feeling this happy, but we find ourselves feeling this happy. We've got to make most of these moments. And of course, the trick with relationships obviously always is that, it's glad all over all the time. Now, it may not be that on the surface gladness thing that you kind of have at the start, but the gladness becomes deeper and more indwelt and lodged in there because you're just so happy the person is in your life and they're still in your life. Some 30, 40, 50 years down the track. We've got to keep relationships fresh. We've got to keep them alive. We've got to keep the spark going because we want to feel glad all over. And we want the gladness to deepen, don't we? We want the gladness to be just part of who we are. So when we walk down the street, there's that comfort and ease about it. But it takes two to tango, right? So both of us have got to be contributing to this glad all over thing, so that we know we can rely on it and trust in it, but not take it for granted. So may the Dave Clark Five today, as you watch this absolutely amazing clip from 1963, the excitement of being glad all over. Move forward to 1964, Any Way You Want It. This is off the album Coast to Coast. And again, let's pay credit to Mike Smith on lead vocals here. He had absolutely an amazing voice, this guy. and to actually have the backup vocals of all of these guys is pretty amazing. And so any way you want it, why not? That's all I'm going to say there. Move forward to 1967. You got what it takes. It doesn't matter if you haven't got money. Doesn't matter if he doesn't dress in the latest clothes. You got what it takes, girls, and that's all I need, because you're pretty amazing, just as we are. And that's surely what we want. We want to be absolutely comfortable and knowing that no matter what we are or who we are, you're just really cool right now. So let's not put too many restrictions, too many expectations on our life partner. They got what they take right now, because that's what attracted you to them in the first place. And so you got what it takes. Move forward to 2008. We've got Tom Hanks getting absolutely excited. How cool is it to have an American guy inducting an English band into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Pretty cool. 2008, we've got him doing that. There's a bit of a compilation video thing at the start, but Tom Hanks, in his usual style, just does this thing so well, capturing the joy. And as I said before, there was joy in the sound of the Dave Clark 5, and Tom Hanks absolutely capitalizes on the fact with this incredible induction of these guys into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So we've got that clip there for you as well. Between 1964 and 1972, 20 studio albums, 12 compilation albums, 3 EPs and 47 singles, and a stack of those singles were in the UK American top 40. So very significant band, these ones, and well and truly deserve their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. So let's not take our significant life partners for granted, and let's be glad all over as it deepens over time. So the links to those 4 clips are in the description below, and I've also included my last video from Dana Winner, so if you want to recap on her, feel free. Well, thanks for hanging around with me again today. If this is your first time to Life Reflections Through Music, or you've come back for another one, it's great to see everybody here. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to get on to Dr. Hook. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.